Hello YouTube, Nana Nomad here. I'd like to expand on my idea of portable workstations, of bringing tools to organize bike events like Century Rides, working free bike for kids, and have the tools at your disposal that you'll need. And so I rely on three main components to make this happen. And as I've shown in previous videos, I have my folding toolbox here that has 80 or 90% of the basic tools that I need for doing basic tune-ups and repair on bikes. Then I have my Park PB1 portable bench that holds my folding toolbox on top of that. And then I have my Park PRS 25 professional folding repair stand. In order to make this as painless as possible and without a lot of running back and forth, grabbing this or that, especially if you're working a little bit away from your car or your van or whatever, you need to be able to tie everything together and make it easy to kind of transport. So this is what I've done, is I've modified the lower part of the Park PB1 workbench by putting a couple wheels on one side. On the other side, I cut some plywood that will hold the components together, kind of like a two-wheeler, all together, so I can easily roll this around and go to the spot I need to set up and do the work. So I'll show you how I get that all, tie that all together, and it's kind of a work in progress, but I think I've got it pretty dialed right now. There might be a few other modifications I need to do, but I think it's going to work pretty well for me right now. So first thing I do, of course, is I grab my cheap piece of foam and I put it in the folding toolbox here. And I close the lid, like a little attaché case here, and I put that over to the side. All right? Then I take the plastic lid from the PB1 workbench, and then I fold this up. And what I did was, I designed it so that the center of gravity was off just a little bit, or actually offset a little bit, so it would kind of stand on its own while I kind of loaded it up. So I have a little bit of a kickstand there. I had to kind of play with the height of it to make sure that it would stand on its own without falling over while I kind of loaded everything up. So what I do is, the first thing I do is I take the plastic top of the bench and I put this into a little slot at the bottom there. So it's not going to slide from side to side, and it's not going to pop out at the bottom. Okay? Then what I do is I take my repair stand and I fold up the leg like this and bring the legs all together at the bottom, and this fits into three little blocks of wood that kind of hold it in place at the bottom. So this is just kind of sitting there on its own. And then I grab the folding toolbox and I grab it with the side, with the fuzzy part of the Velcro, toward the inside of the plastic top on the workbench there. And then there's a corresponding hook side of the Velcro kind of glued onto the workbench there, and that goes right like that. And then I pull my repair stand up, and there's additional little Velcro here to just kind of keep it into place while I kind of strap it all together. All right? So then what I do is I grab a bungee cord that I kind of straighten the hooks on, and I put them in these two little holes here. This is an aftermarket tool caddy, if you want to use that, and the holes allow a little wire frame to kind of go down and adjust it up and down. But I use it for the bungee cord to strap everything together. So basically what I do is I pull this and hook that up like that. So it's all together now, and I can roll it wherever I need to. But before I do that, normally I put an additional strap on there just to be on the safe side. And what I do is I go like this, like this, and then I just pull this strap down. And that's really, really secure. That's not going to go anyplace. And then, if I do need a floor pump, and I kind of thought about this afterwards, I could probably do something like that, like this. This is just a cheap Planet Bike floor pump, but it works really good. And I could probably wrap a bungee cord around that like that, and kind of keep that all together. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think it's going to work pretty well. I've used it a couple times, and it works really, really well. So I can roll this really easily from my car to go into the building and do my work, do my job and stuff like that. And that's it. So still a work in progress. I'll see if I can make small little improvements on it, but I think I've got something here that might work. And certainly feel free to comment if you think I can come up with some better ideas or things that you might have done to kind of achieve the same result. So I thank you for watching and have a good day.